children. Today we are going to read this chapter, that is My Greatest Prize. Further, in the previous video we saw what Hitler used to think. He used to think that the German athletes were better in comparison to other athletes because they were from a greater race, that is Aryan race. And next we also saw that this athlete named Jesse Owens, he wanted to prove Hitler wrong along with the athletes from other nations. And we saw that Louis Long was an athlete who was representing Germany, that he was a weapon in the hands of Hitler. And there we saw in the previous video that in the long jump, in the qualifying round, what happened was that this this sportsman named Jesse Owens, he had fouled twice. That is, there were 3 chances given, and twice he had fouled. So we had read the story till this point. So today we are going to continue reading further. So let's begin. Owens felt frustrated and angry with himself. So why is Owens feeling frustrated and angry with himself? Then I told you just now that Owens was unable to. That is, Owens had fallen twice in the qualifying round. As he was walking away from the pit, Louis Long came in and said a friendly hello. So what is being said over here? As he was walking away from the pit. So over here, let's talk about long jump a little bit. So you all have seen your seniors taking part in long jump. So what you can see in the long jump, there is a track in which the player, let's say this the player, so the player runs in this track, and then there's a line, and in the front there is the pit, and over here you can see there is sand. So a player, that is the player, is supposed to run till this point, and then without crossing this line he or she is supposed to jump. So in long jump this is done. So over here this is the pit. So this is the long jump pit where the player jumps. So what is being said over here is that as he was walking away from the pit, so this person, that is Jesse Owens, he was walking away from this pit. Louis Long came and said a friendly hello. We already know who Louis Long is. I have already told you he is an athlete from Germany. So who came over there? Louis Long came to him and he said a friendly, that is, he said in a friendly manner. They shook hands and Long asked Owens what was bothering him. So next, what did they do? These two players, these two athletes, they shook hands, and then Long asked Owens, that is Louis Long asked Owens what was bothering him, that is what was troubling him. What was troubling him, that he was unable to get through the qualifying round. So this was something this was something Louis Long asked to Owens. You should be able to qualify with your eyes closed. So what is Louis Long saying to Owens? Louis Long is encouraging Owens over here, and he's saying that even with your eyes closed you should be able to qualify. Believe me, I know it, Owens told him, and it felt good to say that to someone. So what did Owens reply? Owens replied by saying that, believe me, that is, have trust in me, have faith in me, I know it, that is, I know that I have the capacity to qualify even with my eyes closed. Owens told this to whom? Owens told this to Louis Long. And after saying these lines, he felt good. They had a small chat, and without being told, Long understood what was disturbing Owens. So what happened next? They started talking to each other. That is, Owens and Louis Long, they started talking to each other. And after the conversation, what happened was that Louis Long came to know that what was the reason, what was the thing that was troubling Owens. Long did not believe that their race or any race was better than any other. So Long was a representative from this Germany, that is, he was an athlete from Germany. He did not have thoughts like Hitler. Unlike Hitler, he did not believe that that the Germans were a greater race. So over here it is being said that Long did not believe that their race or any race was better than any other. So according to him, all the race, that is, whichever race you belong to, it is your caliber will be the same. They joked about how he looked the perfect Aryan specimen. Though an inch taller than Owens, he had a lean, muscular face, clear blue eyes, blonde hair, and a strikingly handsome chiseled face. So over here it is being said that they joked about, so they started joking about how he looked, that is, Louis Long looked, that is, he looked like the perfect Aryan specimen. That's the perfect Aryan example. You can see the meaning of the word specimen. It's provided an example of a particular type of thing. So he was an example of Aryan. So Aryan example, though an inch taller than Owens. So over here it's being said that this Louis Long was an inch taller than whom? Owens. He had a lean muscular frame. You can see the meaning of the word lean, thin but strong. So Luz Long was thin but strong. He had a muscular frame. The meaning of muscular has been provided, that is having large strong muscles. So he had large strong muscles, clear blue eyes. So what is the color of this Luz Long's eyes? Then you need to remember the color of Luz Long's eyes was clear blue. And next it is said blonde hair. So what is the color of his hair? Then the color of his hair was blonde, that is pale yellow. And a strikingly handsome chiseled face. Next it said that he was strikingly handsome. Strikingly handsome is something that will attract your attention. So it was clearly that he was very clear. We can say it was clearly handsome, that with the chiseled face. You can see chiseled. The meaning of the word chiseled is provided, that is sharp featured. So over here in the picture you can see there are two persons. On the left hand side, the one that you can see is Luz Long, and on the right hand side, the person you can see is Owens. So now let's read further. Look, he said when Owens had calmed down. So what did he say? He said, look to whom? Owens, when Owens had calmed down. That is when he was no longer angry, when he was no longer frustrated. So you can see the meaning of frustrated also. That is feeling of being annoyed. So, or impatient for feeling to do something. So when Owens was no longer frustrated, what did Luz Long say? He said, look. And what did he say further? Let's see. Why don't you draw a line few inches at the back of the board and aim at making your takeoff from there? So what did he tell him? That's what did he suggest him? So Luz Long suggested Owens to draw a line few inches at the back of the board. That is the takeoff board. So let's take this line. So this is the takeoff board. Let's see. So he was over here. What is Luz Long telling Owens is that Luz Long is telling Owens to make a line somewhere in front over here and take off, that is jump right from here. So this is who is saying. This is what Luz Long is suggesting Owens. So over here you can see, why don't you draw a line few inches at the back of the board? So over here this is the board, that's the takeoff board. So few inches back of the takeoff board, he is suggesting him to draw a line and aim at making your takeoff from there. So he is supposed that he is asked to take off from here. That is, he is asked to, that is Owens is asked to jump from here during the qualifying round. By whom? By Luz Long. So next it said, you will be sure not to fall, and you certainly ought to jump far enough to qualify. So previously we have already come to know that this man, that is this sportsman, Owens, that is he has fouled twice. That how has he fouled? He had fouled by simply jumping from, that is he jumped beyond this. He ran and he crossed this line and then he jumped. So due to this reason he had fouled twice, but this time he doesn't want, that's Luz Long doesn't want him to foul and not to be qualified for the game. So due to this reason he is suggesting him this. So he is saying next that you will be sure not to fall. So if he does this, that is if he follows, that is if Owens follows Luz Long's suggestion, then he will not fall. That is he will not what he will do will not go against the rules, and you certainly ought to jump far enough to qualify. And next what did he say? He said that you will surely jump, that is you surely should jump far enough to qualify. What does it matter if you are not the first in the trials? So here he is also saying it does not matter during the qualifying round, even if you don't come first. Tomorrow is what counts. So what did he say? He told him that even in the qualifying round, if you don't come in the top position, it does not matter. The next day, the competition that we are going to have is the main thing that counts. That is the thing that matters. Owens relaxed as he realized the wisdom of his words. So next it is said that Owens relaxed. You can see he freed himself from tension and he realized, that he understood clearly the wisdom of his words. The wisdom of his word means that how sensible the words of Luz Long were. So he understood the wisdom of his words. The wisdom of whose words? And the wisdom of Luz Long's words. So over here wisdom means how much sense those words were carrying. Confidently, he took the third practice jump from a full foot behind the board and qualified easily. So here next what is being said, that confidently, that is with confidence. The third time that he went for the qualifying jump, what did he do? He took the third practice jump from a full foot behind. So if this is the takeoff board, so from here to here there will be a distance of 1 foot. So what did he do? Over here it is being said that Owens, he jumped from full foot, that is 1 foot behind the takeoff board, and this time he qualified. Who qualified? Owens qualified. And whose suggestion did he follow? He followed the suggestion of Louis Long.